Good afternoon, everyone. We are live from Brookings for the Storm Varsity versus the Brookings Varsity. Buckle drop here in a couple minutes. We are got about 46 seconds left till they start the opening lineups. And the girls will take the ice as the Brooklyn Rangers take on the Sioux Center Storm.
Welcome to the Brookings Girls Varsity matchup between the visitor Sioux Center Sioux and your home Brookings Rangers. Let's announce the lineups first from the visiting Sioux Center Sioux. Number 2, Miguel Ramirez.
Jill Ramirez. Mason Candidator. And Brent McCord. Griffin Bile taking off his right defense. Kirsten. Victoria Pendergast guarding the pipes for today.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your hometown Brookings Rangers, starting for 10, starting forward, number 21, Kinsey Pendler. Starting forward, number 87, Grace Free. On the blue line, wearing sweater 25, Peterson. Also on the blue line, wearing number 13, Sean Peterson. And between the pipes, starting number 30, Eric Wall. The Rangers head coach Cody Anderson. We played the anthem. The announcements have been made for the lineups. The nets have been set. Hockey fans, there's really only one thing left to do. Let's play hockey!
All right, 17-minute periods with a little bit of salmon in between. The smoke is clearing, and we're ready for a girls' varsity hockey. Yay, Tori is reffing again today, so we'll be marked with lots of inappropriate calls. As McCord heads to the center circle. Gia with the left wing, Candidator to the right. Pass goes over to Candidator. Candidator gets it poked away. Back to Bile. Bile back up to Candidator. And they call icing. And it's waved off. Cross-ice pass over to the far corner. Race to the puck can be won by Brookings. Brookings controls it. Stolen away by Candidator. Candidator tries to pop it off the boards, kicks it to herself, picked up by McCord, Backhand by Bile. Drop set and save off the goalie pad. Another cross ice pass. That'll go around as Brookings tries to drive. Pinch stolen away by Brooklyn. Brooklyn tries to get it up. Has it poked away from her off her knees. Kirsten's gonna pick that one up and not paying attention by anybody. Shot from the point, deflected off the skate. Runner now in. Tries to steal it. Hopefully stay out of the penalty box, unlike the last game. Soft pass. Wide open rebound. And it's sent around, and Gio will try to backhand it. She gets it out into the open ice. Runner on the forecheck. Gets it to go. Oh, he's right underneath. Ice is slick as that's Felton sends it up to Brenner. Brenner will drop it in deep as Swoboda, Wright, and Phillips are on the ice. Phillips now takes it off her backhand, tries to center it, gets it up to Swoboda, gets it knocked away. Triplet, dumps it in. That should be icing, and it is. We got 15:02. It's a 0-0 game as on the ice, it looks like we're going to have Wassman and Ringelberg and Phillips with Lang and Felton, your defensive pairing. Wassman headed down by her skates, gets sent to the far boards. On the close boards, Wassman's going to pinch. And that'll be offsides. Offsides by Brookings leads to Wassman on the neutral zone face-off. Phillips has the right wing. Ringelberg has the left wing. Sent back to Lang. That'll be picked up by Avery Felton, who rips it around the boards towards Ringelberg. Ringelberg can't get to it. Back in by Lang. Phillips drives it up. She'll dump it in deep. And that'll lead to a defensive line change as Malin comes out. Malin gets a shot straight up, bounce up by the goalie. And with 14-19, looks like we got Candigator, McCord, and Ramirez on the ice. McCord ties it up, tries to get over to Gio. Gio outskated it. Candigator loses an edge, picked up by the Rangers. Rangers pop it up and out of the zone, picked up by Ramirez now drives it in. Has McCord in the center, sends it to McCord. McCord picks it back out, picked up by the Rangers, stolen away by Macy. Macy from behind the net has it popped away from her. McCord gets it out to, that's a whiff by number 13. That is King. Has it stolen away. Numbers now, that'll be offsides, and is eventually called that by the refs. Offsides on Brookings leads to a neutral zone face-off as we have Brooklyn and Kirsten coming back out as defensive pairing. McCord wins the face-off, gets it over to Ramirez. Ramirez fighting on the near side, has it popped away from her. Sent back to Kirsten. Kirsten sends it up the boards. And if it makes it, that'll be icing, and it is. Icing called on the Storm. As with 13:25, we're still tied 0-0. Kirsten fights off the face-off. She's trying to drive it in, gets tipped back. That'll be picked up by Brooklyn. Brooklyn wraps it around the boards to the far side. Candigator fights with it. Had numbers. As the Storm driving it in, it's poked away. Off the boards, Brooklyn stops it. McCord, Candidator trying to pop it up and off the boards. Now gets it out into neutral ice, picked up by the Rangers. Oh, bad pass and a bad shot, luckily, as Brooklyn sends it up the boards to Candidator. Candidator pops it up and out of the zone. As puck goes up and around, that'll be picked up by Candidator, who sends it to McCord. McCord off one leg, drops it deep. She'll go out for a change. That'll bring out Brenner, Wright, Felton, and Sabota. Sabota now on the forecheck. Brenner tries to intercept one. That'll be picked up by Lang. Lang and runs into Felton. Right in the back. Lang pops one up and off the boards. Everybody fighting. Brenner sends it out to... gotta hit the front of the skates, not the back, ladies. Rangers now dump it deep and chase. That'll be picked up by Lang on the far side. She'll backhand it because nobody was over there. Picked up, cross-ice pass, stopped by Lang. Lang popping. Wright has it. Wright gets it up the boards. Brenner backhands it over to Sabota. Addison can't get it on her tape. Now she does. She's driving it. Drops it deep. We got 11:25 left as Lang sends it across over to Addison. Addison drops it deep. She'll not give chase. Mishandled by the Rangers momentarily, but they will get it out as Miss King picks it up. King now. Oh. Malin goes flying. Nobody's paying attention to where the puck is as Malin gets it on the far side corner. Malin tripped up as Wright tries to pop it. That shot handled by the goalie. Malin pops it up the boards to Phillips. Phillips can't quite keep it on her stick as Malin sends it back up to the corner. Cross ice pass and shot and finds the back of the net. And with 10:32, Brookings takes a 1-0 lead. As number 87 finds the back of the net. Got to bring out Wassman and Ringelberg and Phillips line. Phillips drops it deep. Ringelberg drives it in, gets it. Wassman takes down a player. Puck in neutral as Wassman tries to get it over to Phillips. Wassman again. Triplet drives it across, picked up by 12. That one covered by the goalie. And with 9:59, we'll send out Ford, Candidator, and Ramirez. Candidator picks it up, tries to get it over to Ramirez, goes behind her. Gio turns on the Jets, gets back to McCord. McCord goes, and I guess they call offsides. 9:46 left in the first period as Sioux Center Storm down 1-0. McCord wins that. Picked up. Brooklyn sends one in. Brooklyn will send it back in. Picked up again by the Rangers. Rangers send it back out to the blue line. And 19 has it. She drives it in deep. Centering pass gets deflected through the crease. Sent back up to Candidator. Candidator has to go around her. McCord will pick it up. Gets it up to Candidator, who drops it in. That'll be icing as we have a race to the puck, but they won't make it. And with 9:14, we'll reset for defensive faceoff. That'll send out Wright, Brenner, and Sabota again. Brookings wins the face-off. Brenner takes one off the skate. Swing and a miss, goes back into behind the net. That'll be picked up by Avery Felton. Felton drops it around. She'll pop it out on neutral ice as Brenner tries to get at it. Stolen away by the Rangers. Rangers now across ice. Pop back out by Lang. Brenner. Brenner now the breakout opportunity. She'll send a pop fly that gets deflected up and behind the net. Popped away by Wright. Wright gets a stick on it. Good stick poke. Brenner and Felton now. Felton will drop it to the far corner as DeVries out on the ice. DeVries pops it towards the net. That pass goes behind Suter. Picked up by Lang. And Lang will just ice. Oh, Lang gets one on net as Wassman drives down, tries to tap it in. Suter now tries to get to it. Picked up by Brookings. Brookings driving in. Nice little play by Malin. Gets it out to. Bodies go flying as Wassman and one of the Rangers get tangled up. Malin trying to drive it in. She continues to push. Has DeVries centered. Ice got slick for one of the Rangers as they fall down to the near side boards. Triplett now going to skate at 200 feet. She drops it deep. That'll be picked up by the Rangers. Fighting with King on the near side or far side corner. Rangers wrap it around and send it into the jersey of Pendergrass. Bile loses an edge on the far side corner. She'll send one up the ice. That'll be played by the goalie as Ramirez was running up. Centering pass, that'll be picked up by Ramirez. She'll backhand it to McCord. McCord will drop it into the near corner. McCord now fighting with Triplett for the Rangers. Gets it out to number 6. She sends it out, goes behind Kirsten, picked up by Brooklyn. Brooklyn over to Candigator. Candigator tries to tap it into the zone. She does, and it goes behind her. Kirsten rushes up. She'll run into it and drop it back into the zone. Rangers now send it back out. Brooklyn tries to get it to McCord. She does. McCord tried to get it over to Candigator. Can't quite complete it. As Rangers now drop it in deep to the near side corner. Tipped away. That shot easily contained by the goalie, and with 6:04 will reset it for a defensive faceoff. That'll bring out the Brenner, Wright, and Ringelberg this time. As Lang and Felton as your defensive pairing. Wright gets it to the corner. Felton tied up. Wright has one go. Lang ties it up behind the net. Brookings sends one around, goes up and off of Lang, out to the point. That shot deflected by Brenner, picked up by Ringelberg. Ringelberg gets it out, ties it up on the blue line, and sends it down the ice. Ringelberg centers it to Brenner. Brenner, shot, deflected up and around. Right now, takes on 2 Rangers, has it sent around. Lang from the near point, tipped by Brenner. Brenner now from the corner. Just gives it to Lang. Lang sends it, goes wide and right. And that icing is waved off as Lang picks it up, sends it, bad pass, picked up, now Avery does a nice job as now we've got Suter on the ice. Nice job by Avery to deflect it, and that shot covered. 4:39 as we've got some good play by the defense. And the play is back as you've got, looks like Lossman. That shot and glove save by Pendergrass. Looks like we've got King and Malin as your defensive. You've got Lossman and DeVries and Phillips on the ice. Lossman has a face-off, go back. Rangers pick it up in the near corner. Out to the point. That shot. Wide rebound. Another shot from the point. And Malin fighting for it on the near corner. She'll send it around the boards. Picked up. King tries to get it out. It gets pushed back into the zone. That'll be picked up by Malin behind the net. Malin tries to back pass it. Nobody there. It's Triplett. Tries a backhand for the Rangers. Gets it sent back around. Malin rips that one up the boards. Maya Edmondson for the Rangers won't let her go around her. Triplett from the high slot gets her pass deflected as now that was Suter. Brings it back. Cross-ice pass almost deflected by low shot, easily covered by the goalie, and with 3:20. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left. Rangers holding on to a 1-0 lead. Shots on goal so far, 14 for the Rangers and 5 for the Storm. McCord back on the ice. That shot goes wide to the right. Brooklyn Bile trying to hunt it down. She whiffs at it. Candigator will pick it up. Candigator to McCord. McCord now with open ice. She'll drive it into the zone. Gets it poked away from her. Goes behind the net. Picked up by the Rangers, who tried to get it out to the post boards. At the half boards, the Rangers pick it back up. Goes out to Kirsten. Kirsten tips one towards the net. Gio can't quite get it. Good check on Brooklyn Bile. Releases her from the puck. Candigator fighting. She steals it away. It gets poked away from her. That one goes behind Kirsten. And Rangers are driving. They'll send one through. It's a race to the puck. It's going to be won by Kirsten for a minute. She turns her back on it as Brooklyn now picks it up. She'll send it across ice, and that'll be icing. But with 2:21, gives them a chance to reset as Brenner Sabota Wright will come out, and Lang and Felton will be your defensive pairing. 2:21 left in the first. Brian Groenway wants to say hi, and we're back to the game. Covered by the goalie. Hey, Brian, say hi. 2:12 left as Wright's getting low. Brunner tried to jump the face-off. That shot gets deflected, goes to the near side boards. Felton will pick it up. She'll get spun around. And dead shot, dead center, sent right to the center of the goalie. Less than 2 left in the first period as we are still at a 1-0 Rangers lead. Wright lines it back up. That shot, again, not covered by the goalie. It's still loose, but we had an early whistle. Wright wins the face-off, sends it back to Brenner now. Brenner gets it poked away from her. Brenner pops it up the boards towards Wright. That'll be offsides on Brenner. She gets tagged up, and Addison still controlled it. Now we got a breakout, 2-on-2. That should be offsides, and they do call it. Offsides with 1:23 left, and we'll set up for neutral zone faceoff. So McCord, Candidator, and Geo come out. We have, Candidator driving it down. Geo now on her backhand, centers it to McCord. McCord, puck's loose in front. Sends it back to Malin. Malin shoots directly in. Puck still loose. Geo sends one through the crease. Minute left. Cross ice pass now as Brookings has it deflected. It goes out to Maya Edmondson. That'll be picked up by King. King sends one up the boards. Gets deflected. That'll be picked up by Malin behind. Malin brings it up the far side boards. Gets deflected away. Picked up again by centering pass. That'll go out. That's picked up. Geo now, 30 seconds left. She tries to run it up. Has it deflected. Picked up by Malin. Malin. King waits for him to get onside. King sends one in. Shot again. Deflected away. Lots of bodies in front. Puck still loose. Puck still loose now behind the net. McCord now with the forecheck. McCord to the backhand. Goes up and around the back of the net. Nice little flurry of offense at the end of the period, but just couldn't find the back of the net. So after one, we have 1-0 lead by the Rangers. Shots on goal after one, 16 for the Rangers, scoring 1. And we have 12 shots, but still can't find the back of the net for your Storm. There'll be a 15-minute break as they examine the ice, and we'll be back in 15 minutes. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. That's a view nobody's going to want to see today, as we are back in 38 seconds for the second period. After one, Brookings leads 1-0. Brookings also is in charge of shots on goal with 16-12. Great back and forth first period. We'll see if we can put two more periods together and have a great game. So it looks like Kirsten Kirill, Brooklyn Bile will be your defensive pairing to start off the second period, along with Candidator, Ramirez, and McCord in at center. Brookings controls the puck, and shot saved by the goalie. Cross-ice pass up to McCord, tries to get it through the defense, can't. They'll dump it behind Kirill. Brooklyn sends it back. That'll be wrapped around. And Brookings will send it back on their own. Triplet will give chase, but Ramirez hot on her tail. Sent back up. That'll be stolen away by Kirsten, who she'll drive it. She likes to drive it in. And she'll keep it. She'll pop it back out to Ramirez. Sends it through the center. That'll be picked up by number 19. And Brookings will drop it in for a change. Brooklyn Biles got lots of open ice. Sees it too late, and she sends it across. And that'll be icing. Icing will bring out your second line. That'll consist of Lang and Felton for your defensive pairing. And we got Sabota, Brenner, and Wright. Wright tips it back to Felton. Felton gets pinched on the sideboard. She's still held up. That pass out through the middle. Deflected. Lang sends it around. It'll be picked up by Felton. Felton gets it behind Brenner. That'll be off the side. They waved it off. Picked up by Brenner. Brenner has it in the corner. She'll try to send it back to the defense. Cross-ice pass as Brookings charges through. They'll go around the defense. Back pass picked up by Brenner. Brenner 1-on-2. She tries to go through the defense. Lines a shot up and saved by the goalie. 15-10. Nice couple moves by Brenner and gets a shot, but directly into the glove. That'll bring out Wassman, Phillips, and Ringelberg, with King and Malin as your defensive pairing. Malin keeps it in, tries to backhand it over to Ringelberg. Ringelberg ties up with Malin. Brookings comes out with it as King tries to slap it back to Wassman. Gets dropped deep, and Malin will pick it up behind. She'll send it back up and around the boards to the point. Edmondson sends it back around to her. It's picked up by Brookings, who center it, get a shot off the pads. Now try to pop it off the back of Pendergast. She controls it. Nice kick save by the goalie, back out to the point. That popped up and over as almost an own goal as Wassman popped it up. Sent out, that should be offsides, and everybody tags up. King picks it up, she has it. Gets it stolen away from her, picked up by Malin. Malin gets it back out to neutral ice and dropped in and sent across the crease. Race to the puck, won by Triplet for the Rangers. Triplet cycles it around, drop passes it. She'll crash, they meet her, and King pops it back out into neutral ice. Brooklyn resets. drive it in straight into the defense. Centering pass. Phillips does. Another save by the goalie. As Tori, one got over her, but the rest of them have been good fight as the defense comes to her aid. As it's like we'll have McCord, Ramirez, and Cannigator back on the ice with Bile and Curel as your defensive pairing. Kirsten has it up near side boards, gets it to Ramirez. Ramirez back to Kirsten. She'll pop it in, and McCord on the near side boards tries to drop it in. Brooklyn on the corner tries to center it. Cannigator brings it back out to neutral ice, sends it back to Brooklyn. Brooklyn tries to send it back up to Cannigator. Cannigator gets pinched. McCord comes out with it. McCord driving, has Ramirez beside her. Nice move by McCord. And just up and over the crossbar. Held in nicely by Kirsten. Kirsten to McCord. McCord now makes a drive, gets it poked away. Kirsten now. She'll send one wide to the right of the net. Picked up by McCord, and McCord tries to wrap it around, but the net got knocked off. So with 12:20 left in the second, we'll reset, and looks like Wright, Brenner, and Sabota will come back out, and we'll have Felton and Lang as your defensive pairing. Felton from the point knocks one off the boot. She'll send this one up to Addison. Addison sends it directly to the defense, and Felton loses an edge. Race to the puck, going to be won by the Rangers. Felton now gets the rebound, tries to send it up the boards, gets deflected back. Rangers send that one behind the net, up and off the netting. From the point, popped in, Felton gets it poked away from her, wrapped around as Felton gives a check behind the net, and that shot directly into Pendergrass with 11:43. Right, back to Felton. Felton tries to get it around the boards, gets popped up. Centering pass disrupted by Lang. Lang giving chance. Brenner can't get to it. Felton tries to tie it up, and out from the point. Shot gets deflected into right skates. Right pops it up off the glass, gets it to Brenner. Brenner now makes a move. She'll wrap it in and puts it off the back of Ottensen's leg. Sabota fighting on the far boards. Addison gets it popped out. That'll go out to Felton. Felton sends one in. King now on the near side defense. Triplett sends it out. Gets it off the back of a player. King now. King gets it stolen away from her as King disrupts as Stormer caught in a change, but able to go. Ooh. Ranger loses an edge, but that shot easily handled as Suter now, Hannah Suter, tries to send it up the boards, gets it deflected as, let's see, we've got King and Felton and Suter and DeVries, and out comes Wassman to be the center. Shot from the bank gets deflected by number 11. It's not much I can move back anymore. Yep, deflection by number 11. So 2-0 lead by the Rangers as we're halfway into the second period. Cross ice pass by the Rangers as King hustles over to it, knocks it back out into central ice. King will pick it up again. This time she'll skate it forward. She tries to drop it in, and that'll be icing. With 9:22 left in the second. 9:22, Brookings up 2-0 as we've got 15 shots by your Storm, but still unable to find the back of the net. 28 shots by Brookings. 2 of them have stuck past Pendergrass. Cord to Bile. Bile sends it around. Ramirez will get it. Can't control it. That shot disrupted by Kirsten. McCord tries to send it up. This time Candigator gets it. She'll sneak around. Center to McCord. McCord to the backhand. McCord. Candigator still loose. Backhand by Ramirez. 4 shot by Ramirez. Gets popped up and over the net. Candigator sends one out to Brooklyn. Brooklyn rifles one that goes up and over the crossbar. Kirsten unable to keep it in. Sends it across the ice to Brooklyn. Brooklyn will dump one. She'll give chase. Ooh, centering pass. Nobody there. Candigator now. Brookings trying to go. Candigator and McCord temporarily have it. And now numbers 3-on-1 as beautifully read by Brooklyn Bile as she tips it out to the side. Backhand as Ramirez now tips it up. Candigator with space. Interference, not called, as McCord gets it behind the net. She'll center it to Ramirez. Ramirez gets shoved in the back, or Candigator, that is. And Kirsten lets it go around her. Bile now, 1-on-1. And she deflects that shot wide. McCord again. She'll send that one up the boards. That'll be picked up by Triplett. She'll cycle it around, pass it over. Rangers have that deflected to the right side of the net. Cross ice pass interrupted by Macy. Macy got a bad heel and it's kind of showing. Kirsten now got a head full of speed. She will keep. She'll backhand it in. Runner racing around the back of the net. She whiffs at it. Runner centers it. Wright can't get to it in time. Wright will pick it up now. She'll drop it in. Sabota tries to tap at it. Wright picks it up. She drives. Wright still driving. Loses an edge. Felton now from the point. Sends one low. Comes to the near side. Runner centers it. Gets deflected out. Lang picks it up. Sends it over to Felton. Felton pops one up. Runner tries to chip at it. And the goalie knocks it off the net again with 6:37 left in the second. 2-0 lead by the Brookings Rangers. Wright sends it behind the net. We've got Runner and Ringelberg out. Lang claps one. Kept in by Felton. Gets poked away from her, and Lang will give chase. She'll send one up the boards. Will go up to Ringelberg. Gets deflected back into the Brookings and covered by the goalie. 6:05 left in the second as we'll have it's like Wassman and Phillips coming out, as well as King and Malin. Ringelberg giving chase. Gets slapped away from her. Ringelberg gets back on sides. Cross ice pass. That'll be picked up by centering by King. King couldn't get it to Wassman. Now, Phillips taps it to the center. Ringelberg fighting on the blue line. Gets around her as Phillips just can't quite get a step on it. Pass broken up nicely by Malin. And Ringelberg got her head down and moving forward. She'll plow through the far boards. Kept in nicely by Phillips. Phillips, open ice. She needs to shoot fast. Malin ties it up nicely on the boards. Gets popped deep. That'll be picked up by Jordan Wassman. Wassman now. Sent over. Near side boards. Picked up by the Rangers. Rangers try to reset. And they top it. They had numbers, but defense blocked it nicely. Ringelberg driving again, has it poked away from her off the back check. And that is Malin, who's driving nicely. She gets a shot on goal and the rebound. And goalie covers before she can get there with 4:34. We've got 4:34 left in the second. Rangers up 2-0. Shots on goal now, 30 for the Rangers, 18 for the Storm. Storm still struggling to find the back of the net. So we'll have Kirsten and Brooklyn, along with Macy and Ramirez and McCord. Goes around, centering pass. That pass goes straight through the crease. Nobody there to tip it. Rangers get it behind the net. Brooklyn tries to tie it up. Rangers now driving in. McCord there. Kirsten sends it out to the side. Rangers cycling. Blocker saved by the goalie. 3:47 left in the second period. Out to the point, picked up by McCord. McCord feeds Cannigator. Cannigator, open ice. She's going to drive it down, looking for somebody to pass to. She got it poked away from her and shoved into the boards, as we will have a power play. Storm power play, as 44 gets 2 minutes to think about her life decisions. And we'll see who coaches Cannigator send out for the power play. It looks like it's going to be the second unit, as Kirsten fights for presence underneath. And we'll have Lang takes a slapper, tries to get it around. Kirsten fighting in front of the net. They're picking and pulling. Puck's loose. And it'll get sent behind as Wright goes to fetch it. 3:06. We got a minute 40 left in the power play. Lang's got to stay with it. Kirsten picks it up. She's going to drive it in. She'll get a shot. Sends it into the 6 hole with 2:46. Good start to the power play as we're getting some good offensive presence. And that'll bring out Cannigator and Felton and Brenner and Brooklyn and Cannigator in at center. McCord as your left defense. That'll get sent back and will be picked up by McCord. Oh! McCord found a sniper. Falls on her derriere. As Felton will pick it up. She'll send it around to Brooklyn. Brooklyn picks it up off the boards. She'll try. She gets it deflected away as McCord picks it up again. McCord drives it in as Brenner across ice. Gets deflected away. Goes around to Brooklyn. Brooklyn fires one in. Brooklyn Bio with a power play goal with 2:08 left in the second. Brings us back to a one-goal game. Great screens by Candidator and Brenner that won't be noted on the stat sheets, but they did a good job of a moving screen. Great feed by McCord out to Brooklyn, and we are 2-1 with 2:08 left in the second. Wassman sends it to King. King fighting for it. Gets sent back around as Corey DeVries tries to catch it in the corner. Now gets sent to the near side as King tries to get it out. Picked up by Triplett. Triplett driving in. And with 1:45, Sawyer Triplett finds the far post and bangs one in. Back to a 2-goal lead by the Rangers. Got to clear the puck. And that'll be Malin going to chase it. Malin gets it up and out. Picked up again by Triplett. Triplett has it deflected as King will bounce it out again. And a Suitor giving chase on the near side. And got a whistle blown. Evidently offsides by the Rangers. Going to bring out Brooklyn and Kirsten as well as the McCord Candidator Ramirez line. Brooklyn sends it back up the boards, bounces off a bunch of pads, and McCord and Candidator driving. McCord drives it in, backhands. Ooh, just off the post. Ramirez tries to swat at it. McCord picks it up. McCord gets tripped. No call. McCord gets another stick on it and centers it. Tries to get it to Candidator. Can't quite get it through the defense. Nice back check by Ramirez. And Grendler brings it in. Stuffed by... Ooh. Broken up nicely as Macy and McCord try to make a break with 30 seconds. They get stuffed. Brooklyn coming in strong as McCord tries to feed Candidator. Can't get it to it. Kirsten's going to pick it up on the far side. Now she gets it. Sends it wide and gets it poked away. Ramirez has it taken away. She loses it. Numbers for Brookings. And it goes wide of the net. Kirsten gets it to McCord, and that'll be the end of the period. Another exciting period of girls varsity hockey. It's 3-1 lead by Brookings. Shots on goal 33 for Brookings with 3 goals. 22 for your Storm with 1 goal. We'll be back in 15 minutes for the third and final period. as we get ready. 1 minute away from starting the second period. Rajesh Brenner giving a warm-up speech, trying to pump a little energy into the girls for the third and final period as they're down 3-1 to the Brookings Rangers. Brookings, 33 shots on goal as we head into the third period. Storm, 1 goal on 22 shots. Less than a minute now to the horn will blow. The girls will start. Oh, Brookings takes the ice. Storm take the ice, and we've got 30 seconds left. Round and round we go. We've got 20 seconds left. We've got scoring for your Storm. Had a power play goal by Brooklyn Bile. All right, and we got 17 minutes of hockey left. It's a back and forth battle as Triplet and McCord square off. McCord wins, but covered and recovered. Turning pass, Triplet sends one up and over the net. That'll be picked up by Candigator. Sends it to McCord. McCord driving, 2-on-1 opportunity over to Ramirez. Ramirez mishandles it and recovered. 2-on-1 opportunity now by as Rangers return the favor and Bumble a odd man. That pass goes wide to the left of the goalie as ice must be slicker than usual as the girls having a little trouble with their puck handling as Kirsten will get that on the far corner. She'll send that around to Brooklyn Bile. Brooklyn hustles over to it, gets stuffed. From behind the goal line, Rangers tried to pop it up. Pops up the boards, Candigator pops it up a leg pad. McCord hustles to the puck. She'll knock it behind the puck, chases it down, and now sends it up. Intercepted by the Rangers, and they send one up over the crossbar. Kirsten ties one up with 2 Rangers. Rangers pop out with it. McCord fighting for the puck. Grendler turns the corner, sends it around to the far boards. That shot goes up and over the goal. Picked up by Cruz. Cruz sends one up and around the boards. Picked up by Brooklyn. Brooklyn rifles one down, and that'll be icing.
We have icing on the line.
Icing eventually called, and that icing will bring us to a line change. That'll bring out, looks like right runner Sabota with Felton and Lang as your defensive pair. We've got 15:04 left in the game, still a 3-1 lead. Lang sends one across the ice, can't clear it. She'll get a second chance at it. This time rifles it over. Sabota will pick it up. Sabota opens up those strides, feeds Brenner. Brenner can't contain it. Brenner will get it from behind. Gets sent around the boards. That'll be picked up by Brookings. Brookings now with numbers. Lang will cut that off. Or at least slow it down if she didn't get control of the puck. From behind the net. Ooh, that one sneaks wide to the right to the net. Centering pass broken up, and this time Wright sends it out to the boards. Sabota sends it up to Brenner. Brenner, open chance, one to beat. Brenner sends it directly into the goalie. Rebound by Wright. And that'll bring a line change. 14:08 left. Still a 3-1 Brookings lead. With that, we'll have Wassman, Ringelberg, and Phillips out on the ice. With Malin and King. Backhand disrupted by Ringelberg. Centering pass disrupted by Malin. Malin gets it out to the point. They'll drop it back behind the net. King sends it up to Phillips. Phillips gets it around one player, can't clear the zone. Triplet. Blocked by Malin. Ringelberg now. Lexi, open ice. Keeps her head up this time. Keeps her feet. And shoots one, goes just wide to the outside. Phillips swings at it. At least scares her for a second. Sent back to Wright. To King. King sends one around to Lexi. Lexi tries to backhand it into the zone. She'll tie it up. And that'll be picked up by, looks like Malin. Malin drives it forward. Has it on her backhand. Loses it. Ringelberg tries to get it. That'll be sent cross ice. And we need a hustle as McCord finally hustles to pick it up. Tries to soccer kick it. Dangerously brings it up in front of the net. Sends it around to Ramirez, but it goes behind her. McCord now tries to deflect it. Breakout pass. Easily handled by Malin. Sends it to the boards. Picked up again by the Rangers, who bounce it off the back of the net. They try to center it. That'll be picked up by King, who gets it up to McCord, up to Ramirez. Ramirez bobbles it, gets it back to McCord. McCord now driving 2-on-2 as Ramirez is offsides, has to tag up. Cross ice pass picked up by the Rangers. Shot goes off the post. Rangers center it out to the high slot. Gets sent back. Kirsten battles, loses an edge, deflects the pass back out to the boards. Cross ice pass, that'll be picked up by Brooklyn. Brooklyn pops it up to Cannigator. Cannigator, a little lost to her speed, gets it back to Brooklyn. Brooklyn drives in and sends one up high off the glass. Rangers drop one, that'll go off the back of the net. Picked up by Brooklyn. Brooklyn's pass deflected. She'll send that one around the boards. Cannigator pops it back up. Picked up to McCord. McCord trying to pop it out. Can't get it clear the zone. Brooklyn this time. Sees McCord. Taps her. McCord's going to get slowed down as they change direction. Long shift by this line, but still trying to be effective. That'll get dropped behind, and that'll be picked up by Bile. Bile to Kirsten. Kirsten has her pass deflected, and it's covered in front of the goal, goes behind the net. Still popping at it as Cannigator tries to pop it out. Backdoor pass, deflected wide. Sioux center needs to ice it or have the goalie cover it. Cannigator does a nice job of deflecting, still can't clear the zone. Kirsten now picks it up. Soccer kicks it forward, gets it popped away. Now Brooklyn has it. Brooklyn, they need to change as she drives this in. So Brooklyn and Cannigator just spending time trying to get fresh bodies on the ice, and they do. Brooklyn keeps it in. Drops it deep as Sabota comes out. Now Brenner comes out. Out to Felton. Felton sends one over. Ooh, nice shot by one-timer. That was Sabota. Sabota lets it go back to Lang. Gets it popped around her. That's going to be icing. If it makes it there, they wave it off as Felton sends it back to Lang. Lang sees Wright. Wright tries to get it over to Brenner. Lang disrupts her. She gets knocked down. Brenner will pick it up. Has it popped away from her because she needs to learn to protect it. As Felton will send it back around the boards. Everybody collapses on it as now Sabota from the far side tries to backhand it. She gets tied up. She kicks it out of the zone. That should be off. Nobody calls because refs are interested in watching this game anyway. Nice move. Bad shot. That shot gets sent in and still live. And now finally covered by the goalie with 8:38 left in the game. It's a 3-1 lead by Brookings and your Sioux Center Storm. Down by 2. So we approach the back half of the third period. Runway sends it around to Suter. Suter mishandles it. Gets picked up again by the Storm. Malin, this time, clears the zone. Corey DeVries hustling across the ice. Now needs to hustle back to her own side. And Brookings drops her in deep. Malin picks it up, tries to pop it up to Suter. Suter tries to get it to DeVries. DeVries now, the head full of steam, driving it in. She loses it. Wassman sends one. That gets deflected behind. That'll be picked up by Suter. Suter has it stolen away. Cross ice pass as Malin's got to hustle back over. Hannah Suter tries to get it out of the zone, gets it stolen away from her. That shot, blocker saved by the goalie. And Jordan Wassman hustling, trying to get down to it for the forecheck. Still going. Fresh set of defense out as Brooklyn and Kirsten come. That shot and beautiful save by the goalie again with 7:18 as we're now in the second back half of the third period. Storm still down 3-1. Ramirez trying to soccer kick it out. She's still fighting as Kirsten now picks it up. She sends it up to McCord. McCord driving, has Candigator off to the weak side. McCord has it stolen away, and that'll be picked up by Brooklyn in neutral ice. Brooklyn Bile now sends it over to Ramirez. Ramirez can't catch a pass. As that shot goes up and high, as Candigator goes to get it. Centering pass sent out to the point. That one goes wide of the net. Rangers maintain control. Beautiful move by Candigator to deflect that pass. Goes into the zone. That'll be picked up. Candigator's got to out of the zone again. Rangers drop it in deep and go for a change. Kirsten makes a move. Catches them in a change, but she slows down for some reason. Candigator just doesn't have her normal speed today. Got that sore left foot. Nice job by Kirsten to deflect that pass. Rangers maintain control behind the net. Playing back and forth behind the net. And this time, McCord says, I'll take that away. Sends it up to Ramirez. Gets it at least out of the zone. Brooklyn Bile drops it in deep as Candigator on the forecheck. We've got 5:23 left as Wright drives it in, has Sabota on the ice with her. And Brenner, along with Felton and Lang. 5:11 left on the big clock as Felton sends it around. Gets out of the zone. That'll be picked up by Cruz. Cruz sends it across ice to 26. Right. Gets a tip by Felton to Sabota. I'm sorry, Felton now sends it in deep. Runner on the forecheck completely outplays it. Picked up by Wright. Wright sends it off the far boards. Runner tries to get to it, but can't. And Triplett's driving in. Felton racing to the corner. Able to separate Triplett from the puck. Triplett again, centers it. Pass. That shot goes wide left of the goalie. Covered by the goalie, and with 4:18, we'll reset for a defensive zone faceoff. .418 left in the girls' varsity Storm versus Rangers as it's like Wassman, Ringelberg, and King come out on the ice. King tries to send one over to Phillips, can't quite get it all the way across. That shot from Triplett goes wide to the net. Ringelberg trying to tie up, and Wassman tie it up. Malin now. Wassman swings at it. Peterson can't quite get it, and Ringelberg steals one away. Lexi Ringelberg head down, driving in, makes a move. She'll do a shot. Oh, Phillips sends it to the wrong side of the net. Phillips tries to get over to Wassman, can't quite get it. Picked up by Ringelberg, who sends one towards the net, gets deflected. Picked up by King, who's slowly skating backwards. King goes to Phillips, goes between her legs, and it's dropped deep with 3:24. Phillips now sends one out. Oh, deflection by Malin. Malin picks it up again. She'll send it around the ice over to Phillips. Phillips gets it dropped into the zone as McCord comes back out. King deflects one out. McCord picks it up off the back or off the near side boards. McCord tries to center it. Nobody there as it'll be picked up at neutral ice. That'll be offsides by King as she reaches over to the blue line to pick that one up. Good shift by King, though. She deserves the break and probably needed that icing as Brooklyn Mile and Kirsten Carroll comes out, along with Ramirez, McCord, and Cannigator. Cannigator tried to keep it in, gets it poked out. 3-on-2 opportunity for Brookings as they drive it in. Shot from the high slot, deflected, still loose. Trying to wrap it around. Goalie saves it. McCord steals one away. Now 3-on-2 opportunity for the Storm. It's McCord, sends it over to Cannigator. Cannigator recollects it, dumps it deep, and that'll be picked up by Brookings behind the net. Brookings at the goal line now. Stolen away by Cannigator. Cannigator on her backhand. McCord tries to pick it up, can't control it. Sent on, kept in. Oh, that was in. Torrey makes a magical call again. She was wrong. But Brooklyn Mile, see if she can get her second goal today. She dumps it. It continues to go in. Ramirez now, somebody press B, and she hustles up. We've got 1:36 left in this game as Brooklyn drops one deep, goes around. That'll be picked up by Ramirez. Ramirez gets pushed off of it. Cannigator comes over to fight. And Brookings will drop it deep, picked up by, nice job by Wright. Picked up by Brooklyn. Brooklyn Bile drops one, sends one low, and saved by the goalie. With 1 minute and 4 seconds left, Storm still down 3-1. And we got a timeout called on the ice by the Storm. 1 minute timeout with 1 minute left in the period. Brookings up 3-1. Shots on goal so far in this game, 43 by Brookings, scoring 3 goals, so 40 goals saved already by Victoria Pendergrass. On the Storm side, we've got 1 goal scored on a power play goal by Brooklyn Bile and 27 shots on goal, so 26 saves by the Brookings goalie. Ranger Vision says there's officially 1 minute and 4 seconds left. We'll see if, as we'll have an offensive face-off, Coach Candigator will pull the goalie, or if he'll wait to the Rangers come out. And we will start with 6 on the ice, as it looks like Kirill McCord. I don't know why they're blowing whistle, but it looks like you're going to have McCord, Ramirez, Candigator. And a timeout by Brookings. Ranger Vision saying, make it louder, make some noise. And other than the music they have playing in the background, it's quiet enough to hear me talk across the ice. So we got 1 minute 2 left in the game as Brookings holding on to a 3-1 lead. All right, looks like we're going to stay with the McCord, Candigator, Ramirez, Kirill, King, and Bile as your 6 fighters out there. Goes back to King, to Bile. Bile drops it in. That'll be picked up by McCord behind the net. McCord trying to fight for position. She'll send it back to Kirsten, and Kirsten muffs it. And luckily it hit the post. Pretty sure that would have had to gone to McCord, but not the way she wants to get a goal. Kirsten sends it out of the zone. This time, nice pass by Bile up to McCord. McCord fights on the blue line, trying to pop it in. She does. We got 23 seconds left as forecheck. That shot's going to be icing. And with 17 seconds left. 17 seconds left in your game. Girls will stay out on the ice. We'll still play 6-on-5. As ref drops it. Controlled by Brookings. Brookings wraps it around the net. Picked up by Triplet. Centering pass. As Bile gets it back out of the zone. Send up to McCord. 3 seconds left as McCord drops it in deep. And that'll bring us to the end of the game. At the end, Brookings comes away with the victory, 3-1. Final shots on goal. 43 shots on goal with 3 scores by Brookings. 27 shots on goal with 1 goal scored by your Sioux Center Storm. We'll be back in action on Friday night as they take on Mitchell for the first of 2 games against Mitchell next weekend, as we'll finish out the season at home Hope to see you at 6 o'clock on Friday night. Thank you, everyone, for listening.